A new economic study that will be published in the American Journal of Agricultural Economics finds that the renewable fuel standard has substantially benefited the U.S. economy, adding value to U.S.-produced agricultural commodities. Joining us now is President and CEO of the Renewable Fuels Association, Bob Dinneen. Thanks so much for joining us, Bob. We know you're busy. Let's start with how the RFS has proven to be an effective tool for farm support.
Well, thank you, Christina. The Iowa State University economists that looked at this question found that the RFS in 2015 saved the U.S. economy $17.8 billion in gasoline expenses alone. That's about 18 cents per gallon, or 9.5% lower, because of the RFS. But beyond that, they also determined that the RFS has lowered crude oil imports and by more than 200 million gallons, and had a significant impact on our energy security. For farmers, though, it's been a tremendous value. We've long known that, of course, but this latest study found that the RFS boosted the value of U.S. agriculture by some $14 billion, or nearly $6,800 per American farm. I mean, these are real benefits. And it is why the oil company narrative about how the RFS has cost consumers is simply wrong. Not when we are saving consumers at the pump, not when we are stimulating investment in rural America, not when we are reducing pollution, carbon emissions, and energy imports. The RFS, by any measure, has been a remarkable success.
Yeah, you seem to have everything working in your favor. Last time we talked, you were not very happy with the EPA, but since then, Scott Pruitt has stepped into his new position. What are your thoughts with his role so far?
Well, jury might still be out. There are still some things that we believe EPA should be doing, such as providing a volatility parity for 15% ethanol blends so that they can compete with 10% ethanol blends on an even footing and give consumers access to a higher octane, lower priced fuel. So we're waiting on that. But most recently, EPA did release its proposed renewable volume obligation numbers, the numbers that oil companies will have to meet in order to satisfy the RFS obligation for 2018. And the EPA, under Scott Pruitt, did maintain the 15 billion gallon number for conventional ethanol, corn ethanol, and we think that that's a great thing. At the same time, they reduced the advanced biofuel number somewhat, and we question that. We want to look at what their methodology has been and really think that the agency could be more aggressive in promoting these new technologies, cellulosic ethanol, other advanced biofuels, so that as companies like DuPont build a 25 million gallon cellulosic ethanol plant in Nevada, Iowa, there's a market for it. And right now, EPA is sending a signal to the marketplace that maybe not. So right now, I guess I'd give Scott Pruitt a C, but it's early in the semester, and they can certainly improve.
Absolutely. We don't want C's get degrees mentality. We really look forward to looking for more information from you going forward on this. I think a lot of corn producers are really excited about the work that you're doing. President and CEO of the Renewable Fuels Association, Bob Dinneen, always a joy to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us.